Allison's headset broke her play soul.
Broke my play soul?
Yeah. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of the Half Hour Happy Hour with Allison and Alex. I'm Alex Albrecht.
I'm Alison Haislip, and for the next 30 or so minutes, we will be discussing things that we thought were interesting or unique or exciting or just bizarre in the news this week. I always hate saying in the news.
And news is loose.
Yeah, because it's not like we find this on like CNN or something like that.
No.
It's like we find it on Reddit.
Yeah, whatever the opposite of CNN is.
Just stories that happen to pop up in your feed this week. That's a better way to put it.
That's a good way to put it.
Only 40-odd episodes in, and we're figuring that
out. With us, as always, the lovely and talented Tom Super Volcano Krajewski.
That's me.
Hey,
now, Tom is doing a new job today.
He is.
I don't like
Well,
this
he's doing
job.
a new job every day.
He's doing a new job
But
every day. Today, it's especially new. So, Drunksmas is upon us.
Drunksmas is upon us.
By the time you're hearing this, we will have either survived or not survived Drunksmas.
Yes.
So
we're recording this 2
days.
days before we record Drunksmas because we wanted to get at least one more episode out where we sounded like decent human beings.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
That's us. Decent human beings.
That's us. So, we're doing a test.
We are?
We're doing a test physically, like a technological test.
Oh, we are.
Because we're going to be...
news to me!
He was like, what are we testing? I didn't study. God damn it.
Shit.
So we are recording directly to a computer. I know that none of this is actually all that.
Yeah, why are we telling them
technically
this?
I don't know,
Let's let the listeners pretend we know what we're doing at all times.
Oh, God. This would be a very short show. You'd be like, this science happened. Correct.
Yes.
Moving on.
But
yes.
Wait, are you still talking about the test?
No, the test is now over.
Okay.
I mean, we're still doing it. We're still hopefully going to record successfully.
So if you're not hearing this podcast, the test's failed.
In which case,
you
didn't need to say
the
that.
world
But
has
here's
stopped.
the deal. We actually have something pretty big to talk about.
We do?
We do,
What
Tom.
big thing,
do.
guys?
We do.
Are we
I'm
ready for
feigning
this?
Surprise.
Listeners, I hope you're prepared because starting with the first episode of Drunksmas,
Drum roll, please.
the Half Hour Happy Hour will now be on the Nerdist Podcast Network.
What? I don't even know what that means.
Yes, you do.
I know.
Yes, you
I heard of
do.
it.
We're very excited. Nerdist,
Super excited.
Nerdist approached us. They like what we do, and they're bringing us under their umbrella so we can be a part of the awesomeness over there and get more ear holes on us.
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome.
So, moving on up
to the
east
Nerdist
side.
The east side of the internet, which is the Nerdist Network.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're
So-
super jazzed.
Yeah, thank you everyone who has been listening to us. It's because of you that we have garnered this popularity.
Yeah.
Yes, we've garnered popularity because we're super popular.
Super popular at podcasting.
And yeah, thanks guys. It's on. It's bigger and better things for the Half Hour Happy Hour. Starting with Drunks. Of course, it could shortly end after Drunksmas as well, depending on how well Drunksmas goes.
Yeah, they're going to be like, what the fuck did we
why
just
did
get
we,
over there?
You know that contract we just signed? We burned it.
Yeah. We've lost it in the internet. It's like, what? I just emailed it
happens
to you.
sometimes.
It never came through
Sorry.
the pipes.
Yeah.
The pipes got hot.
Also, never record anything again.
This is exciting.
Yeah,
I'm
it's super excited. Yeah. So we'll see. So right now, one of the things that just to keep listeners aware of.
Okay.
We usually we usually post Mondays at 10 a.m. PSD.
Yes.
Nerdist they like to post at like 12:01 on the day
really?
it comes out. So you guys are actually going to be acquiring our podcast now almost a good solid 10 hours ahead of time.
12, like right after midnight.
Monday, 12:01 a.m.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so they were like, well, do you still... I was like, well, we release on, at 10 a.m. And they were like, well, do you need to do that? And I was like, no.
But they're still...
Because they do it.
They're still
like,
releasing us on Mondays.
Mondays,
Great.
yes.
So
at least
still be Mondays.
that's what I've been
all right, who knows?
told.
They're a very big and powerful company, so maybe if they tell us one day they're like, we're moving you to Wednesdays, we'll be like, okay.
We'll be like, okay,
thanks, Thirdist.
Thanks for having us at the party.
They will release Drunksmiths every day.
Every day, baby.
12
Every
days in a row.
day.
Someone tweeted me that. I guess he was unclear on how Drunksmiths was working. We're recording 12 episodes in a row.
Yeah.
But we're releasing them one
Every
a day,
day.
starting on the 21st. And then through the 12 days, which means it'll end on the 1st of the year. And those are the 12 days of Drunksmiths for you guys. So by the time you're listening to it on the 1st of the year, we will be fucking sloshed.
This is Jesus would be. Jesus would be proud
What did you say
of us.
about Jeebus?
Tom is already fucking sloshed.
Jesus would be proud of us.
Jesus, so proud of me.
Yeah, Jesus is going to be super proud of us for all this podcast experience we're giving him.
Yes.
Didn't he invent
well,
wine?
I am for one, since Alex ruined the surprise last week, and now people,
I totally
people
forgot.
know that we have guests coming on. I am super excited for the guests who are coming on.
Yeah, we get some.
I have no idea if they. I hope that they've listened to an
prepped for
episode.
us?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I was like, because I'm worried that they're just going to be like, what?
Well,
the
especially
fuck did I
because
just
we're
walk
having
into?
people on who don't necessarily do podcasts.
Yeah.
It's not like people going around promoting shit. We've asked on some like interesting people.
Yeah,
so.
it's going to be fun. I hope smart people come on too. That you can just be like, that's not whatever you're. Just stop talking.
It'll be 12 days of people telling us we're wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
About everything.
That's what we do. We'll repent,
Yes.
as it were.
The computer turned off.
No, it just went quiet. It's probably
Oh
still
my gosh.
recording.
Is it still recording?
It is.
Did we fail the test already?
No.
Did we fail it?
That's the problem when you put
Oh,
me in
good
charge
God.
of
That's going to make me so
technology. There we
nervous.
go.
It's still going.
Talk amongst yourself.
Everyone can still hear us?
Yeah, we're
So,
good.
okay. Tom?
Hello.
Yes.
Can you
Tom,
still hear
now
us?
your sole job.
I don't like this job. I didn't sign on for this job. I was
Tom.
supposed to press different buttons.
Tom,
That's the
your sole
button.
job is to make sure the computer doesn't fall asleep.
Okay, I'll
But
stay here
it can
moving
fall
the
asleep.
mouse
It
the
can
whole
fall
time.
asleep. Because don't move the mouse too good. Because it
Why?
might stop recording.
Oh, don't do that either, Tom. Tom, your sole job is to not fuck anything up. Did you
have
seriously
one
just
job.
stop recording
No,
it?
no. We're still going.
Yep, we're good.
It's going.
Oh my
This is
gosh.
happening.
Stop
All right.
yelling at
I'm
me.
Let's get to
nervous.
some emails.
Yes.
Let's get to
Yes,
some
emails.
Software deciding who dies. Oh, the self-driving car. Okay, this is from Adam.
Hi,
Let me see
Adam.
what this is.
What's up, Adam?
Hi, guys. Was going to address you as an alternative term ending in something about there being three of you.
What?
I see. He's trying to
What?
think of a neat.
Oh, instead of like, hey guys, something
Yeah, like-
else, maybe?
Oh,
That makes sense.
hey,
But the
hey,
first thing,
threesome?
the first thing that came to mind was throbbing threesome.
Oh.
Instantly realized there was no point in trying to think of anything else while trying to get that image out of my head.
why would you want that out of your head?
BID.
man.
Come on, we're all.
But
pretty,
I digress.
But I digress. Which, by the way, we've stopped BIDing. Remember
no,
BID?
we still BID.
No, we totally still BID.
We just don't acknowledge that we
Right.
BID'd.
BID.
Yeah.
I work in the automotive industry, and my company
cool.
is actually developing functionality around auto/self-driving cars.
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you, Adam.
The question you posed recently about the scenario where collision cannot be avoided, but more than one outcome is possible, resulting in a different number of injuries and/or deaths.
Yes, that's correct. We did talk about
Sorry to say that
Oh,
the
no.
equation is pretty much moot. Regulations state that in any scenario where a collision is unavoidable, the software must hand control of the vehicle back over to the driver, thus eliminating the software from any decision making.
Oh, shit!
So you can't sue the computer.
Oh, that's like
It's like a
fucking
loophole.
worse.
It's like the computer's like, everything's fine. Ooh, humans will die. Up to you, boss.
Yeah.
Like,
Peace out. Which, wait.
Take over, meat
Isn't
sack.
that kind of worse? Okay.
It's worse. It seems
No,
worse.
no. Hold
Like,
on. But here's my point. I would feel like the benefit of self-driving cars is that you could go out and have a couple drinks and then your car could drive you home.
Right, yes.
But this is requiring you to still remain sober while you're in
That's
a
horrible.
self-driving car. Because if that scenario came up, you would have to be at your full...
Wits.
yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That does take a lot of the excitement I have about driverless cars.
But-
drunk.
The point is that then the car companies are not liable.
I think all of this comes down to the car companies not being
Yeah,
liable.
but that was my point. I was like, when we were talking about that story, I felt like the cars would now never be made because no car company would be able to come out and state which side of that question
Of
they
the
fell
death
on.
equation they fell on? Yeah,
yeah.
right.
So this way, the car companies are not liable because whatever the outcome is it's the person's responsibility because they have given the controls back to them.
Interesting.
Oh, man.
Now, of course, in order to hand control back over, the software will display a message to the user that must be acknowledged.
Oh, so you got to press some buttons.
The car can't simply stop controlling itself without acknowledgement.
Oh.
But at that point, the message is displayed. The responsibility transfers back to the human in 99% of the scenarios. But what about that 1%?
Yeah.
What about it?
But also, isn't that like taking, they always say that when an accident is about to happen, you have to make split-second decisions.
Yeah.
And if you're requiring the person driving to have to first
there's
go,
a pop-up box
I hit
that
yes.
I have to say okay.
Yeah, I hit
That is
okay,
a bad
that I
idea.
take control, and then take control of it. You've just wasted a couple seconds doing that.
So many split seconds.
There's a lot of split seconds in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the computer would have to predict this accident well in advance.
So this is the other
it's
thing.
I'm going to get in an accident.
And this is the other thing. It says the car's software will simply hit the brakes in an attempt to stop a collision anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's almost like, one interesting kink in the plan for the future of self-driving cars is that some roads will almost certainly be deemed mandatory for self-driving.
Oh.
Once in self-drive mode, safe speeds are deemed to be higher than if a human is driving. So the incentive to use these roads is faster travel, which I've always thought.
I see.
I've always thought that.
So if you're in a self-driving car, the speed limit is lower.
Yeah, the reason why there is a speed limit is because humans are idiots.
Yeah.
And they slam into each other at speed.
Yes.
That's it. That is the only reason there's a speed limit.
Yeah.
It's not like the G's at 120 will fuck your brain up.
Well, no. That's something we talked about on a previous episode, is that there is I forget the actual term, but there's something called a kill speed or something like that, and it's 87 point something miles an hour.
Right, but that had to do with our reaction time.
No. Well, but that's that's not just people being morons. That is literally the human brain cannot react fast enough to get you out of that situation.
Right, but computers can. So that's the whole
at
point.
87 point whatever mile.
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean,
yeah.
On a self-driving, on a mandatory, essentially what it is if there's a freeway that's think of the HOV lane, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or a toll lane.
Yep.
Where you go, okay, well, I'm going to pay or I'm going to do something that's annoying, have a little box that goes beep when I go through it to prove that I have two people in my car, whatever. Because I want to get there fucking faster.
Right.
If you say, well, I have a self-driving car and there's a lane like the 405, 405A. Is 405A
is only for self-driving cars.
Only for self-driving cars. But if you get on there, it's never traffic jam because traffic jams
always at
just
the same
comes
speed.
from and traffic jams comes from the lag between us being able to slow down and speed up because we're humans.
Yes.
So if everybody if you think about it, that's always everybody does this as or kids do this as at the science fair. Where if you have if you have a chain of cars, if you have a chain of cars,
volcanoes?
No.
Okay. Yeah, what?
The reason why, theoretically, when a light goes green, if you're 10 cars back, if everybody just hit go at the same time as soon as that light went green, all cars should start moving the instant it goes green. The only reason why, if you're 10 cars back, it takes you a while is because it's the adding up of the latency between the human perception of that green and pushing on the gas.
It's like stretching a rubber band.
Exactly, sir.
Is that the science fair experiment?
Sort of. Well, what you do is you just tie them all together and move the first car, and the back car moves at the same time. So traffic would be less to no traffic on the self-driving cars.
For self-driving.
But also, the speed limit isn't 100, isn't 65. The speed limit might be 120 or 130. And to be honest, there might not even be a sign that says what the speed limit is. The cars just go that speed.
The cars just know.
Yeah.
Can we also take a pause for a moment because
How
Tom
great
just
this wine
finished
was?
Tom and Alex decided to drink a glass of sweet red wine.
It's not called sweet red wine. It's called shitty red wine I accidentally bought.
Oh.
It's really
well,
bad.
I refused and made
really
Alex
bad.
open a
Really
bottle,
bad.
an entirely new bottle of white wine for me to drink.
And you're very excited about it?
Yes. And Tom just finished his glass of wine and had the worst look on his face.
He basically put it down on the counter in disgust.
and hated us.
I will gladly take another glass, though.
Oh, well, too bad you guys left the fucking bottle in the house, and now we can't get it. Okay, wait, was that the end of Adam's email?
Yes,
Good
no.
points there, Adam.
The kink in the plan. Oh, mandatory roads, faces, yeah. Also, data regarding the amount of time in self-driving mode for any given car owner would be available to their insurance company. High percentages of time in self-driving will lead to lower insurance premiums.
Brilliant.
So great. Expected to be especially interesting to companies
Alex
with
burped.
large fleets like couriers and truckers.
Oh, yeah, that
truckers.
makes sense.
I mean, truckers is the thing.
Yeah.
Because that's like, those guys are
That's
just
when the
like,
guys, like,
point to
fall asleep
Idaho.
on the
point to
road,
Idaho
yeah.
and we'll see you in 12 hours or whatever. There's a huge amount of stuff being worked out about this already. And the projected date for over 50%.
Projected?
The projected date.
Oh, my gosh.
The projected date. And by the way, we haven't even started. This is just a normal episode. By
Yeah.
the end of Drunksmith is going to be fucking
yes!
crazy. The projected date for over 50% of the cars on the road having self-drive is as soon as 2025.
Wow.
What? No way.
Yeah.
That's 10 years. I can see that.
Don't you love living in the future? Yes, we do, sir.
Thank you, Adam.
Yes,
that was
we
a super
do.
informative email.
Yes.
That made me happy. I like that email. Thanks for getting us chatting about that.
So lots of stuff about Drunksmiths. Lots of stuff about...
Okay, we have to save Drunksmiths for Drunksmiths.
No. But I mean, lots of stuff about like how do I experience Drunksmiths, and is there going to be? Are you
well,
going to
if they're
live stream
listening, if they're listening to
Drunksmiths?
this episode, it's too late.
Yeah, it's too late. You can't experience Drunksmiths.
Yeah.
No, you could totally.
We already tweeted out a thing about how you can send us food and stuff, so hopefully you caught that. I mean, obviously,
past, yeah.
I plan on like tweeting and Instagramming from our Drunksmiths encounters, so
Boy, all I gotta dress
People will
up
know.
now, huh?
Yeah.
Look good for your Instagram.
look fucking good.
Oh my
All right,
god!
do my hair.
All right.
Somebody. Oh my god!
What?
Somebody sent. Oh god! I'll read it later.
Oh, no.
It's a poem. No, it's a poem. Although it says it's a poem that was written a while back, so I don't understand. Because it was like, well, what was that? Anyway,
What?
I'll read it.
Alex, you're terrible at this.
Email to super popular at subject lines.
Sure.
Oh, first off, it starts, hello, dream team.
Ah, who's this from?
Nick Ortiz.
Thanks,
Hi, Nick Ortiz.
Just wanted to say you guys are awesome. Can't wait for Drunksmiths. Neither can we. It's
Yeah.
going to be amazing. I love listening to you guys. You've made me look forward to my Mondays, which is basically why we started the show. As you may have been able to figure out from the subject line, this is only my second time writing after listening to the Nerd Problems episode. The struggle is real. The struggle is real, everybody.
The struggle is always real.
I thought that you might enjoy this quick video breakdown. Oh, breaking down quantum computing. This is great. This is great because it
thank
leads
God.
into our first.
Oh God, you picked another
story.
quantum computing story?
No, I picked a follow-up.
Oh, okay. I can handle follow-up.
Thank you. It's like 7 minutes, so obviously there's way too more. So let's just watch this for 7 minutes. No, I'm just kidding. Keep up the good work, Nick. We will watch this later, but first let's talk about our knowledge of quantum computing before we watch the video.
What?
This is right. Ready for this? The first story.
My breath is condensing on my mic.
I know, it's
and
crazy.
weirding me out.
It's good.
Wait, did you just weirdly segue into our first story?
Yes,
That
and
was
it wasn't
a terrible
weirdly.
segue.
It was a great segue.
No, it wasn't. I had no idea what you were talking about.
Yeah, he said.
I did not follow you.
He said, "Watch this."
It was done with no pomp and circumstance.
All right, I'll put some pomp on it.
Yeah. I want
so
like a
he's
Super
all right.
Bowl
Here we go.
entrance.
This is gonna happen. So I hope this helps. The link is down below. Keep up the great work, Nick. God, Nick, so excited that you sent us the video about quantum computing because stop the presses.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Our first story of
Yeah?
the day
What?
is actually a follow-up story about quantum computing.
No!
I kid you not.
Oh my
I
gosh!
kid you not.
Oh, I'm so excited.
All right. Now,
Nick, that
I
was
know
the perfect email to
everybody is
send.
so excited. Nick, you hit it out of the park with that
Nailed
one, buddy.
it.
That's
Just
some good
fucking
pomp.
hold
That was some
on.
pomp. I put the
That was
pomp
really
on.
good pomp.
I gotta
Yeah.
go recharge my pomp.
Where's the circumstance?
Oh.
We're about to get into
Yeah.
some
This is-
circumstance.
here's the circumstance of this question.
Yeah.
Google.
Wait,
Google.
It is pomp and circumstance, right?
Yeah.
It is.
All right, cool.
I think so. It's a sort of weird thing. Google has
Wait, is this
claimed
a story? I have to pay attention.
To have proven.
Oh shit.
This isn't even how it was written. It
What?
just makes sense. Google claims to have proved that its quantum computer actually works.
Of course Google would
So
prove
before, but before we were talking about like, oh, they put a quantum thing on a chip. Oh, that's great. That could
Yeah.
maybe make a quantum computer. Google then
They're like, no,
3
our
days
fucking
later came out and was like, hey, our quantum computer works.
BT dubs.
BT dubs, it fucking works.
Wow.
So
So that just means it runs like a fuck ton faster?
well, it does certain
Fuck
things
ton
faster. So like
That's a scientific term.
yeah, fuck ton.
Fuck ton.
It is. It's
It's like-
FT
it's like a
squared.
hectare.
There's like a
About a
kilogram, a gigabyte, and a fuck ton.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's what is that size? What did you say?
I said a kilogram, a megabyte.
It's a bushel.
They're all sizes and a fuck ton. They're just sizes for different things.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So Google essentially. So as we said before, the quantum computer works faster because it cannot just be one
it's not
or
just
zero.
4
It's
things,
1,
it's like
0,
16
and then
things.
superposition.
What?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, so everybody loves superposition. Super volcanoes it's called the superposition. That's my favorite position. Super volcano's favorite position is superposition. Amazing. Oh God. So first off, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think this is pronounced analing. I know.
What?
I know. It's ANNEALING, and I believe it's
Anneling.
Anneling. Yeah, it's an
Anneling.
It's not analing.
What the fuck is wrong with you,
All right,
Alex? By the way, my
Analing
friend,
sounds way more fun.
my friend Cheryl from Space Camp, who I've talked about on the show before, she still listens to every episode, and every once in a while she'll text me and she'll be like, "What the fuck is wrong with Alex? He can't pronounce words." And I'm like, I
don't pronounce
know."
words. I don't like pronouncing words.
kind of
Yeah.
his thing.
I feel like it's my way of rebelling against society.
By the way, she's actually a lot nicer about it. That's
Yeah, I
just
was
me.
like- I was like,
I just
your friend
Allisonized.
seems so
I just
nice.
Allisonized her in text messages. So Cheryl, when you hear this, I know that you didn't actually say what the fuck is
yeah,
wrong
when I
with
meet
Alex.
Cheryl, I'll be like, "Oh, hi." I know how you talk about my pronunciations. I'm about to go analing in the corner.
Cheryl, my friend from Space Camp.
So, analing, was that how you guys came up with it?
Or anneling?
Anneling? Analing?
Anneling. I think.
Anneling?
All right, whatever. So the
Someone's
concept
going to
is
send us an email and be like, "You guys are morons."
you guys are morons. It's analing, and it's
Why
based
is
on
this
Jim
podcast
Anal.
about so much math?
Why is it about so much math?
Jim
We're talking
Anal?
about analing. Yeah, right.
Oh my
Your
god.
math podcast has way too much anal sex references. So here's the deal.
What?
So
What?
I'm trying to figure out what analing is again.
Anneling.
Anneling, right. So, oh, fuck, where is it? God damn these fucking articles.
Jesus.
Okay,
You are.
so the whole thing is, God damn, where is the fucking analing?
Alex, sometimes I think you just read the title to the article.
I actually
and then
read
you
this and was
don't-
like, I totally get this. I am prepared for this one. So, oh God, what the fuck is it called? So essentially, optimization problems are known as analing. Okay, so
That's close.
one of the things that they said quantum computers are going to be way better at is what they call optimization problems, and
Okay.
those are known as analing,
Anneling.
whatever.
We're both saying it wrong. It's like those
It's
fucking
all right.
monkeys that we said
And I'm
wrong
just
every
giggling
episode.
like a little boy over here.
This is macaques. And I didn't say that. You said it wrong. This is macaque. It was like, oh my God, somebody pick up my cat.
I feel like during Drunksmith, maybe like during every episode, we need to do a favorite moment.
Word.
No, like a favorite moment from previous half hour.
Yeah,
happy
we should
hour.
do that.
Boy.
Like
We are looking back. It is the end of the year.
yeah, so it's like looking
Yeah.
back. Okay,
I like that.
That's
Okay.
going to be a segment on Drunksmith. We just
So
made
back
that
to
up.
back to analing.
Yes.
So what they did was they took a regular computer,
Yeah.
like a normal computer,
Got it.
sort of like I don't know,
They took their
they took a normal
their
computer,
IBM
everyday
ThinkPad.
ThinkPad, yep, and they did something known as simulated analing. So, because it's not a quantum computer, it can't anal, so it's got to do the simulated analing. So, on the one hand, you have your regular computer simulating the analing.
That's what it takes to get into the real
Yeah,
analing.
exactly.
You might as well simulate it.
Got to simulate it first on the small one core. Then the quantum computer is actually doing what they call, unsurprisingly, quantum analing. So you have a normal computer simulating the analing and a quantum computer analing. Actually analing. Now, here, the results are crazy.
Of course.
The results are crazy.
Why are they
The quantum analing was, are you ready for this?
No.
100 million times
What?
faster.
100 million?
Oh my
100 million
God.
times faster than the
That's a-
simulated
that's a
analing.
fast-
That's a
Analing.
fuck ton.
That's a fuck ton of
Yeah,
analing.
that's gotta hurt.
Fuck ton faster.
That's a fuck ton faster.
Oh, I'm
So
crying.
potentially, the quantum computer is potentially 100 million times faster at quantum analing
I really
or analing or whatever. I hope it's called analing. I really hope it's just pronounced
I
analing.
just hope all the people who email us and say that they listen to us at work and they laugh out loud and people make fun of them. I hope this one has them crying at their desks.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
But that's massive. So not only did they say quantum computing works, we got ours to work. Secondly, our analing was 100 million times faster.
By the way, that sounds like a made-up number.
I know, it really does. It's like, that's too many millions.
Times is that also 100 million? A billion?
I think that's like
No, that's
1,000
1,000 million.
Oh, that's 1,000.
Because of the comma.
Yeah.
Oh.
1,000,000 million is a billion.
100,000 is a million.
No.
No.
1,000 thousands.
1,000?
Get back to the analing.
No.
Tell me more
If you
about the
have
scientific analing.
If you have 100,000s, oh yeah, that's 100,000.
100. Yes, 100,000 is not a million. I know. We're really shitty at math, but 100,000 is 100,000.
I'm not even drunk. I'm not drunk. I'm just laughing so
drunkness
hard.
is gonna be so
There's
bad.
no oxygen in my brain.
That's what it is. You're laugh drunk.
I'm laugh drunk.
It was too much simulated analing.
Oh God.
That was amazing. So anyway, I feel like that's a good follow-up because we first started last week with like, oh my God, somebody put quantum on a chip.
Yes.
And now it's like, nah, quantum computer works. It's so much better than
Google's
simulated
like,
Because of the
fuck
analing.
off.
analing, it makes it better.
Yeah.
We got this, the rest of the world.
We got this,
Wow.
everybody. Okay, speaking of which,
Okay, do we have another story?
Not analing, but
that
Google.
won't make me cry.
no, this should just be happy-go-lucky.
Okay,
So do you guys
awesome.
remember when Google announced Google Fiber?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
'Cause
Tom,
we all
yes.
fucking
welcome
want
to the
it.
future.
I want
Google
I
Fiber.
Want Google Fiber
Oh,
everywhere.
yeah, I heard about this in L.A. recently.
So Google Fiber just announced they're exploring the idea of expanding into Los Angeles.
I know.
I call it L.A.
Mind blown. That
Yeah.
is like the happiest of happy
What
By
does
the
it
way-
mean? Explain.
Wait,
Oh, wait, you.
what does it mean? It means like it's super fast fucking internet in
and
your
that's
house.
on the brochure.
Super
Yeah.
fast fucking internet.
It
But
is
also super
on,
cheap.
On the brochure, it says that it is a fuck ton faster.
Yep. And then it says, especially at analing.
Yes, but I feel like Kansas City already has it, right? Wasn't that the first
So
city where they
Kansas
did
City,
it? Yeah.
So Kansas City has it. Not Atlanta. Oh, maybe Atlanta.
But
Here we go. So Salt Lake City.
Oh wow.
No.
What?
Provo, Utah,
Provo.
Austin, Texas,
Oh.
and Kansas City all currently have it.
Yes.
Upcoming, meaning it's
hold on.
being expanded. Yeah.
If you're listening to this and you live in one of those cities where you have Google Fiber, please email us and tell us what it's like.
Well, first off, it's 1,000 megabits up and down.
It's a fuck ton faster.
It's a fuck ton faster. Like
Yeah.
at your house, you probably have
like 20.
20 megabits up, 5 megabits down, or
got
5
three.
down. You have 3 megabits?
Yep.
Where are you living? A cave?
I'm living in the nicest neighborhood in my town.
What?
And it's
What?
terrible. It's 8.
By the way, my Wi-Fi, like where my router is and is in my living room, we have to have a
Signal
extender
booster? Yeah.
because the shit that our walls are made out of in my place
Yeah.
hinder the signal. Because it's a building from like 1923 when,
I would say don't
internet
lick the
wasn't a
walls.
thing.
Yeah, I was going to say it's probably lead. Don't
wall.
lick the wall.
Yeah, totally lead in the walls. But like, how much does that suck that like, it's not like I live in a huge place. It's just that my walls stop my Wi-Fi because it's just, that's what happens.
So you need Google Fiber.
Yeah, give me some fucking Google Fiber in my life.
So Google Fiber,
Yeah.
$130 a month, gives you, wait for it, gives you 1,000 megabits up
Oh, my
and down,
gosh.
plus all the TV.
All the
All the TV.
All the TV.
Now it goes even farther down. Like you can, so anyway, so this is where it is. So it's in Provo, Utah, Kansas City, and Austin, Texas. Currently, it's expanding, meaning it's soon to be installed in Salt Lake City, Utah, San Antonio, Texas, Nashville, Tennessee, Raleigh, Durham, Charlotte, both I think in North Carolina or South Carolina, North Carolina,
Charlotte's in North.
and then Atlanta,
Right?
Georgia. Yeah, I can see it on the map, maybe.
Yeah.
Atlanta, Georgia. Now, those are the places that they're like, they're digging the trenches, putting the fiber, they're doing it.
They're digging trenches.
You'll get it.
But what they did was they said, okay, well, here are the places that we're sort of proposing to expand. Let's see if people are interested in it.
Right.
Which is Portland, San Jose, Irvine, San Diego, Phoenix, Oklahoma City, Louisville, Jacksonville, and Tampa. So those are places
what happened
that
to
are
Los Angeles?
It's because this is the thing.
Oh.
2 new ones came online.
Oh.
Like, hey, we're thinking about doing it in these 2 cities, Chicago and Los Angeles.
Yes.
So if you are in Chicago, I guess it doesn't matter to me. But if you are, great. But if you're in Los Angeles, or
Please
put in
state
your
your
address.
interest.
Yeah, go to GoogleFiber.com.
Oh shit! I'm gonna do this right now.
Put in your address and then put in an email and say, I want to keep up to date. Like, let me know when it gets here.
Yep.
Awesome.
Because I think
Doing
the
it
more people
right
that do
now.
that, the more it'll be likely that they will bring it.
I would love that because like 3 is the max I can get in my neighborhood.
That doesn't make
3?
any sense.
That's
3?
stupid.
Do
Yes.
you live in 2005?
Really, I know.
Yeah.
I just went to GoogleFiber.com. It's like a different kind of internet and TV.
Yeah, that's the one you want.
So what? You
I
have to sign on, and then maybe they'll come here and
Right.
test it.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
here
have to,
I
like,
can
get
do
enough
check address.
interest from us.
Yeah,
to get-
that's what I mean, at the end of the day, it was really interesting because, they're big YouTube people because they own YouTube.
Yeah.
So in Chicago, they were like, there's a big booming tech industry in Chicago, and there's like some good venture capitalists in Chicago. Like, we want to help support that area. And then in LA, they were like, there's lots of filmmakers, entertainers, and people that are especially on YouTube that want to upload their stuff to the internet, and we want to give them access. I mean, 1,000 megabits up.
So
is
when
ridiculous.
you go there, it says you can click on the check address thing. I
Yeah.
just put in my address and it said we're exploring bringing fiber to Los Angeles.
Yes.
And then it says be amongst the first to know when we have more to share. So I'm
Yes.
going to click get updates, and now they know that I want my fucking fiber
give
in
your
my
fiber.
diet.
If Allison doesn't get it,
in my
she
internet
will
diet.
wreck you.
She needs that
I
fiber
know
in her
Allison,
internet
she gets
diet.
All
mad
right, I
and-
signed up. So all you motherfuckers better sign up if
I
you
love
live in
that
LA.
shit. I love that shit.
I want some fucking Google Fiber.
Some fever.
Yep.
Some Justin Fever.
Yeah, I want fever.
Fever.
Fever. Yep. Tom, sign up.
I will sign up.
He's
it
like,
now.
Totally.
Use your phone.
You need it most of all.
Yeah.
You only have 3.
I can't listen to my own podcast.
Yeah.
Won't
It takes an
download.
hour to
That's so
download
sad.
because he's got 3.
That's so sad. By the way, the only
Actually, 3.
That's 3 download. Then like uploading is like 1.
oh, that's
Point-
the
point-
worst.
horrible.
0.5 or something.
It could be 0.5. It could
Yeah,
be 0.5.
seriously.
That's so
The
sad.
worst.
Oh my
Terrible.
god.
All right, next
Like
story.
Living in the dark ages.
All
Or
right.
still that
we
story.
talk about next story or still that story.
Which story?
Whichever.
Run the show, Alex.
So
Nice.
we
I am
talk a
just
lot
your
about.
charming co-host.
This is true.
Yay!
We talk a lot about
Taco a lot.
age longevity.
I know. I hate this. What?
Why? You want to be grown old?
No, I want to. I want to look how I want to look
Yeah.
how I look now for
Right.
the rest of my life.
Carbonite.
You might want to
That's
choose younger.
carbonite.
You want to freeze yourself and hang
Oh
yourself
my
on the
gosh!
wall.
Someone texted me. I was texting. I was texting with a buddy of mine. He just went through like a really hard breakup, and we were like, having like a heart to heart, like text wise, and he's like, blah blah blah, and he's like, I love you, and I wrote back, I know, and then I was like, oh, I totally did just Star Wars quote you, what? And he's like, you're an insane person. And I was like, whatever, I love you too, fine.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
See, and then you could have carbonated yourself and hung you
I
on the
know.
wall.
I was just really
love
proud
it.
of
So
myself.
Han Solo was like lost some time when he was carbonated. Did he end up being
Oh, yeah.
younger than Princess Leia?
No. What?
You mean for the 2 months he was in carbonite
Yeah.
or
Was it
whatever?
only 2 months that Luke became a Jedi master?
Well, I mean, Master's
Yeah.
strong, but yeah. He went. He was in the woods with Yoda. He was just kind of, he was like on an ayahuasca trip.
He's all good.
Okay.
Dude, do you realize that this podcast comes out the week that Star Wars comes out?
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I'm doing?
Nope.
Speaking of Star Wars,
What?
Nerdist is doing one of those where they rented out the Carbon. Wait, not El Carbon.
El Capitan.
El Capitan.
The El Carbon.
That's a taco,
No.
isn't it?
Yeah, have you guys been to El Carbon? It's
No.
great. Everything's burnt.
El Carbon's a Mexican restaurant that I like a lot. No, they got the El Capitan, and they're screening all of the the 6 previous Star Wars movies,
Yeah.
leading up to a 7 p.m. screening of The Force Awakens on
That's
the 17th.
amazing.
Yes, but I'm
Are
gonna.
you hosting it or
no,
something?
I'm gonna introduce one of the films.
That's awesome.
I'm so
Do you get to pick which
excited.
film?
I did.
Oh, which one did you choose?
Jedi.
That's
Nice.
good.
Because
That's
it's
a good
my
choice.
favorite, and also because it's the last one they'll watch before the new movie.
That's amazing.
But-
so you literally
yeah.
get there like at 5,
No, at like 3.
introduce
3?
your
I
movie,
forget.
watch Jedi, and then watch frickin' Star Wars.
Well, I'm not going to watch it with them because I already had tickets to watch it with some friends. So
Oh, cool.
I'm just going to introduce Jedi, leave, and then go watch Force Awakens somewhere else with my friends.
Really.
I have actually not gotten tickets for Force Awakens.
oh
I
my
don't
god!
blame you.
Wait a minute,
Do not
Alex!
blame you.
What happened? Did you break yourself?
No, wait.
Did you fix it?
Before the show, just so everyone knows, we were having like weird headphone issues, and all I did was twist this thing, and now it works. I can hear out of both my ears.
I wonder if it's
twist
a
on
loose-
yours.
I
Twist
wonder-
on yours.
I can still.
just
I
twist.
feel good.
You feel good? Can you twist?
Am I the only one who was
I just got-
I'm not twisting, but
I
I'm
just
happy.
got stereo sound and I'm so excited.
Welcome to 1981. Stereo sound.
That was awesome.
That's amazing.
Like it literally just felt like, you know when you I don't
yeah,
know,
unclog an ear or something.
yeah, or like I was gonna say you're walking around and you don't have your glasses on and then you put your glasses on, it's like poof, a whole new world.
I always do
a
that.
dazzling place I never knew. But
Yep.
now from way up here, it's crystal clear. Something like that. What are the words?
I think that is.
A
Now
whole
I'm in
new
a
world is where I long to be. Every turn a surprise.
Yes.
You really love singing.
Every moment red
Wow.
letter.
Every moment red
Can't
letter.
stand it.
I think so.
That does not
I'm pretty
sound
sure
right.
that's the
All
lyrics.
right, let's talk about a scientist who injected himself with a 3.5 million year old bacteria.
Oh,
Because that's awesome.
did some
Segue.
fiddling, did it?
This scientist sacked up. He was
Yeah, he
like,
did.
so he's a permafrost scientist
Okay.
who studies the permafrost.
Oh, surprisingly.
And what's
I-
permafrost? Permafrost is what the ground is
Permafrost is a layer of
It's
the ground that is permanently
frozen. Permafrost. Got
Right,
it.
so it's been there for millennia. That's
it.
what it does.
Yep.
That's what it do. It do frozen and it do it good.
It basically protects our plant, like our part of the world, from the really hot, melty part of the world inside.
What?
That does sound
Is that
very
true?
scientifically accurate.
No, that
Yep.
sounds wrong.
I don't know. But anyway, so this guy is Russian, clearly, because he's injected himself with bacteria. And he studies...
We do God.
we do gun. We do science. I science my arm.
Yeah.
Why would you science your arm? I science my arm.
I science myself.
Yeah. 3 million is good.
And
3
that's it.
5 million better.
Yeah.
So he was studying the permafrost in this area in Siberia
Okay.
where everybody there just seems to live longer. They don't know
Oh.
why, but just
Okay.
people, they live long.
Yep.
It's sort of like there's oh god, what's it called? I'm gonna slaughter it, but there's a Yasidia or Yasidra Jews or something like that. It's
Hasidic?
this not Hasidic, but it's like Yasidi, Yasidra. Anyway,
You're
it's
so
this
insulting
sect.
Oh
them
God,
right
I
now.
No, but it's
no
this
idea what you're
sect
talking
of Orthodox Jews who happen to just live really long, and nobody
Oh.
kind of knows why, but they just do. So this guy's studying, and he finds this bacteria in the permafrost that is 3.5 million years old,
Wow.
and he starts studying it. He's like, "Fuck, bacteria! This is old. Let's see what's up."
Yep.
It has survived
Okay.
alive for 3.5 million years.
That's insane.
That's
Yeah, so this
crazy.
bacteria has been living for 3.5 million years
in the permafrost.
in the permafrost.
Okay.
So they study it and they're trying to figure out, like, what the fuck? How does it do? Oh, this is crazy. So they inject it into rats and it increases their life.
Oh.
Yeah, like
okay.
these rats live way longer.
And so because Russia has no FDA like we have, this dude was like, fuck it, I'm just going to stick myself with it.
To be honest, I saw an interview with him and he was like, we need to do something to sort of like kick the tires off this science shit and fucking move forward. And he was like, because he goes, there's no way we can figure out what.
Wait.
It's got a mechanism.
Why would you kick the tires off? Wouldn't that make you go slower?
Well, I mean, kick the rust off. Shake
Kick
the
the
rust
ru- yeah,
off.
okay.
It's a
That-
Russian term.
It's a
That makes
Russian
more
term. Just kick tires off and go fast.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. It's old Russian saying.
Yeah.
Tires make you slow because they're rubber. Iron
One day I'm
better.
gonna have my brother's fiance on this show because she's
Is she
actually
Russian?
Yeah, she's
Oh,
Russian.
God.
Like moved here, like was born
She'd be
in
like,
Russia.
I don't talk like this.
No, yeah, I know.
I
She's
don't know
like,
why
you
you
guys
say
are
things
crazy.
like this.
I do gun.
I do gun.
Yeah.
So anyway, so the guy was like, look, there's something that is there's a mechanism in this bacteria that
Okay.
is a death-defying mechanism we cannot understand.
Ooh.
And he was like, we sequence the DNA, but it's too complicated for us to figure out how long is it going to take for us to drill down and be like, oh, this is how it is making us
Live longer. Right.
and this is how it works, and now we can apply it to something else. He was like, that's going to take so long. And so he goes, and so he was like, fuck it. Stuck it in his arm.
Wow. How's he doing?
Feels great.
Yeah.
Feels great. He hasn't had the flu or a cold since.
Okay.
Wow.
Since.
Since.
How long
but
ago
that
was
could
this?
be,
Last week. When did-
it was
yeah.
2 years ago.
2 years
2
ago?
years.
Yeah. He injected himself 2 years ago. Yeah.
Anything fall off?
Nothing yet.
Oh my god.
He looks great. He's like, I feel great.
How old is he? Good answer.
Old.
Old.
Like maybe 65, 70.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's not
I don't know.
He's not like a healthy.
I get confused when it's Russians.
Oh.
Because I'm like, are they 20?
Are you old or just
are you
Russian?
old or just Russian? I live inside barrel.
Because either if you're Russian, you're either a supermodel or like a 45-year-old man.
Yes,
like there's
who
no
looks
there's no in between. Yeah.
Yeah, like a handbag on a horse. First off, I love Russia.
Apologies to all of our Russian
I don't want any Russians coming after me because they think I don't love Russia. Russia is one of my favorite places.
No, we would not have any Bond movies if we didn't have Russia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just think about that.
Yeah.
Also, to be honest, we would not have gone to the fucking moon. So thank you, Russia.
That's true.
Fuck yeah.
We would not have done any of the space stuff that we did.
Moon base.
Moon
When's
base.
that coming? So we can have Sextopia and our Circle K on the moon.
I'm gonna drop this
and our top-down
date.
Elevator.
Yes, space elevator. Space elevator.
Space elevator.
I'm gonna drop down 2027.
Oh, okay.
That's gonna be my
for
moon base.
Okay,
2027.
Moon
base.
That gives me like 5 years to make all of this money that I'm gonna make.
Right?
And
then 7 years to build it on the moon.
And then 7 years to build it on the moon.
All right, cool.
And I feel like other people would be working on it.
It's the end of 2015, so you
you're
really
not
only
really-
have 4 years to make all the money you're going to make.
All right.
All right, cool.
I'll take that
Great.
challenge.
Sweet.
I'll take that challenge, moon
Sweet.
base. And you better be hot and ready for that Sextopia. Because I don't even
yeah.
know what we need to have up
Channing
there.
Tatum.
But you got to
Ready.
get that stuff
Channing
ready.
Tatum, get yourself ready.
Yeah.
In 15 years, you might not look as
Who was the
good
other
as-
guy? Christian Bale. Who was the other guy? It was Channing Tatum and somebody else, right? That you were really excited to have in Sextopia?
Yeah. I forget.
Yeah, I, can't
I would
remember
like
either.
Maybe it's Chris Hemsworth. I forget.
Kathleen
Might
Turner,
have been.
1986.
First off, the way you said that was hysterical. I would like Kathleen Turner,
I'm looking at a menu.
1976.
I'll take
1970. I'd like Romancing the Stone, Kathleen
Thank
Turner,
you.
please.
I'll take
Yes.
Davy Jones from the Monkees circa 1967.
That would
Thank
be
you.
amazing.
Wow.
First off, this Sextopia has to have some sort of hologram situation
Yeah.
going
Oh, God.
on.
Are you kidding me?
Because that's the
That's what
way
you're-
you do it.
Chekhov in the original Star Trek. Thank you very much.
Oh, I thought you meant
I would-
Chekhov. Like,
No.
Chekhov
No.
holograms.
I mean-
because we got that.
I mean Chekhov.
Now I get it.
Who flew the Enterprise?
Was he hot, you're saying, in the original?
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, he was adorable.
William Koenig.
He was the guy they hired because he looked like a beetle.
Oh, that's
Really?
right.
Yeah.
We talked about this on the show.
Yeah,
Boner's
yeah.
dad?
Yeah.
Boner's dad.
Not
Boners to
William,
bone.
Walter.
Walter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Walter Koenig.
Boner.
Koenig.
I actually did improv with his
I
son.
did? Oh,
Boner.
What?
Boners to bone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, with who?
His son,
Who, son?
Boner, Walter Koenig.
You did?
Yeah.
You did improv with the son?
Yeah, so did Felicia, a bunch of friends.
Wait, you're like, you're making me 1 degree away from Chekhov?
Yes, just by standing here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
just let that settle. And also think about the
what?
Sextopia. Just let that be part of the plans, percolating.
Chekhov circa 1973.
All right, we've been talking for way too long. What?
Yeah,
I mean,
we're
come
42.
on. 42,
oh,
Jesus.
shit.
Come on.
Should we wrap it up? or
We
you
should
wanna
wrap it up, but
do-
guys
What?
and girl
Yep.
and people listening out there in the world,
Yes?
the next time you hear us after this will be
Drunksmith.
Drunksmith Day Uno.
Day Uno.
Day Uno. Day
Epic.
1, people.
Day 1. So we'll probably sound just like we sounded on this episode, considering we had 1 drink during this episode.
Correct.
This is going to be
Yeah.
bad.
I feel like
Tom,
me.
I'm going to start asking you all these personal questions.
I'll tell you.
I
I'll
told
tell
you guys,
later.
I'm already
It's over.
prepped that I'm going to cry.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I'm definitely going to say something
Really?
fucking embarrassing that
I
I'm never
love
going
it.
to. By
I
the
love
way,
it.
we have someone coming on the show
Yes?
who already asked me if we edit it. And I was like,
Nope.
no, but
No?
if we have to, we
I mean,
will.
if somebody says, like, here's my
Yeah.
telephone number,
Yeah.
and we'll be like, no. Oh, you said it. We'll cut that
You
out.
mean like
But
what I
we
do
don't.
to you, like every other episode when you try to talk
Yeah.
about stuff that we shouldn't talk about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Mhm.
"La, la, 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 la," and I'm like,
Yeah.
what are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah.
Amazing.
So that's the thing that we should be prepped for.
Prepped. Done, ready, and prepped. All right,
Oh,
people,
man.
that is it for this week's edition of the Half
Wait.
Hour Happy Hour. And by the way,
We need to. You always forget this part.
what? Which part?
Please send us emails
Please send us emails.
at halfhourhappyhourfans@gmail.com. Will you- It's like you were trying to read my lips, like you
I
didn't know
did.
the words that were coming out of my mouth.
I can't see your mouth because of the microphone.
That all my breath is condensing on.
Correct.
It's weird, but you know the email address.
I just,
Yeah,
yes.
halfhourhappyhourfans@gmail.com.
Gmail.com.
Send us emails. Follow us on Twitter. halfhourhappyhr.
HR.
On Twitter.
On Twitter, yeah. Yeah, I know. These are all in the
Subscribe.
back of my head.
Please subscribe.
Subscribe on iTunes.
Yes. Just search Half Hour Happy Hour
Happy
with
Hour.
Allison and Alex.
Alex,
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Rate. Comment.
Perfect.
Unless you're going to leave a comment like they talk about too much math. Because
Yeah.
you know what? We
You
fucking don't.
You missed our analing conversation if you
Yeah.
thought we talked about too
All
much.
right, Alex, now I
Yes.
feel like you can end the podcast.
Well, everybody, that's it for this week's edition of the Half Hour Happy Hour with Allison and Alex. I'm Alex Albrecht.
I'm Alison Haislip.
And that over there is Tom Krajewski.
Hi,
Had
Tom.
so much fun.
You
Isn't
always
it
do.
so much
Yeah,
fun?
yeah.
It's great. We're going to do this like for a full day.
Oh my God, we're gonna like
Yeah.
hate each other. What if this is the end of the Half Hour Happy Hour?
You heard it here first. All right, people. See you later.
Goodbye.